Do you find selling your offer, talking about it, a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit awkward? Do you struggle to show up to sell your offer? Do you feel like you're repeating yourself? You're feeling too salesy, too pushy, you're embarrassed? If so, I want to share with you in this episode 7 ways you can sell your offer without feeling salesy. And I also want to talk about a mindset shift, a belief shift, a perspective shift you can adopt that will really help you show up and sell with so much more ease and compassion and fun and joy. So, this is you. Stay tuned in. Hey, welcome back. Isa-Welly here. How are we doing today? If this is your first time here, I'm a business mentor for well-being practitioners that are looking to grow their income with digital offers. Prior to that, I was a nutritional therapist. I guess I still am, to be honest, but I don't practice anymore. A Pilates teacher, a health and well-being coach, and I worked with dozens and dozens of people in one-to-one, women especially, supporting them through everything from weight loss to burnout to so many things. But where what I loved the most, I'm not gonna lie, was to create more impact, especially within the Pilates community, where I created dozens of offers from 7 to 497 pounds, programs that were a huge success that transformed my income overnight, but also my way of seeing things, my way of doing businesses and creating. So what I want to do with this show, with this podcast, is to help you see things differently, is to help you show you that you can create impact, you can create financial freedom, you can create the life you want, a life that feels spacious, a life that feels good, damn good. You can do it. You have the power to do that. And one of the ways I've done that, and I do that for myself, is through digital income, because it gives me the space to do the things that matter for me and take time off to be with my kids, be there for my parents, and be there for myself, do the well-being myself, not just teach it, do it myself. So let's dive into today's episode. And again, welcome here. And if you've been here for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Sales. Listen, I've talked about this before, but I used to be uncomfortable when it came to selling and sharing my offer. I used to feel like, oh my God, this feels so embarrassing. It feels like I'm begging people. That was my belief, and that's how I felt. And I know a lot of people feel like that, because I speak with my practitioner and I support, but also friends that are in the online industry and just find it hard to come and just talk about their offer. They feel like, oh my God, I'm in everybody's face. I'm always repeating. And before I go into these 7 ways that you can sell your offer without feeling salesy, and I think I come back into it, there is a mindset shift here that is very, very important that you're going to need to work on, adopt, if you want to build a business in the industry in a way that feels sustainable, in a way that feels joyful, because you're going to have to sell. My friend, you're going to have to sell. We sell. Everybody sells. You go in a shop, they sell. You might not realize people are selling to you, but they sell every day. We sell, we exchange services or goods or whatever it is. That's just how it works, right? But it doesn't have to feel salesy, quote unquote. But the shift here to adopt is to get out of that I'm selling something, I'm pushing it into people's throats or like in their faces, to these are my God's given skills, or this is something I've experienced in my life and I came through on the other side that I want to share with people, because it is going to create an impact in their life. It is going to change their health. It is going to elevate their lives. And I'm going to share that with them. I'm going to invite them into this experience, into this journey, into this transformation, because I know they need it. I know they want it. And I know it's going to be an incredible one for them. You want to shift to that, because that's what it really is. If you are a therapist, a nutritional therapist for fertility, gut health, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. Just know that out there are people that need you desperately. I'm not kidding you. They need your work. There's someone sitting somewhere right now that needs the work you're doing from you because they like your energy better than the other person. That's why we have to show up and being authentic as well online when we're showing, because people will connect to the real us, the energy we put out there, or they won't. And that's so fine. That is good, actually. I'm like, if everybody likes you and everybody's like, yeah, she's all right. mm, we don't want vanilla. Me personally, I'm like, I don't want vanilla. You're in or you're out. Either way, I'm not bothered. I'm going to be there speaking my truth, sharing my offers, doing my things. But you got to shift from, oh my God, I'm selling to, hey, I'm inviting you into this experience. Like, you'd be crazy to say no because this shit is good. That's where we want to be. This shit is good and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's going to transform your way of thinking. Your mindset is going to elevate you. It's going to be great for you. Like, that's it. But for that, there's another belief. A powerful one is that you have to believe in your offer, right? Because a lot of the time, what I see as well, and I talked about it on the previous 2 episodes ago on the YouTube channel. Apologies if you're listening to this on the podcast and I haven't shared that episode, but you can come on YouTube, where I talk about why you're finding selling uncomfortable. In that episode, I explain the things that I see as well that are holding people back. And one of them is the belief that, do you actually believe in your offer? Or do you believe that what you're doing is true? Or are you just regurgitating a theory from someone else? Or, if you believe in what you're saying, you're selling, then you should be excited to get people through the doors. Especially if you had work with one-to-one or small groups and it works, you'll be like, yes, just think about it. Think about it. You've got something that is powerful, that is working, that can support people. And you keeping it to yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice for sure, but also the people that have that issue and that need you. So please get out there, share your offer, get behind it, get behind your offer, shift that perspective from I'm selling to I am sharing something, an experience that's going to transform your life. I am sharing my God-given skills. I'm sharing my life experience because it is going to elevate you. Amen. All right. Let's look at those 7 ways to sell your offer without feeling salesy. Number 1, you want to speak to the desires of your clients. What do they want? What does your client want? Do they want to be able to just have they do want to have like a better gut health, like, and not have constipation or cramps or diarrhea or whatever they're struggling with, or they want to get rid of the back pain and being able to feel better in their in their body and etc. and all of that. But what are the deeper desire in there? What is it that they really, really want? They want to have a better relationship with their body for sure. They want to trust their body again. They want to enjoy their damn food without worrying if it's going to bloat them. They want to be able to go on holidays and eat what the heck they want without thinking, oh my God, I'm going to end up in the bathroom. Like, what are the desires behind that superficial thing of, okay, I really want to heal my gut. Yeah, everybody wants to heal their gut and everybody gut's a mess, right? Everybody wants to heal their gut. But behind it, we might all have different desires that are driving us. And some people have gut health issues and they don't want to sort it out. They might tell you, I want to sort it out, but they don't want to sort it out. And some people are desperately looking for you right now. You want to speak to that person. And for you to reach that person, to get to them, you need to know, why do they desperately want to, sort it out? What do they want to heal? And they'll tell you, maybe because it's holding me back in my fertility journey, or it's holding me back in my intimate relationship, or whatever it is. Get to know your person and speak to their desire. Speak to their desire. Let them feel seen. Okay. Tip number 2, you want to create space for people to experience your work and your energy. And that can be offering, if you offer, say, big, like one-to-one, let's say you offer one-to-one, a one-to-one offer, so high tickets, Maybe you could offer small 30-minute calls. I do that with my clarity calls. Sometimes I offer 30 minutes eyes on your bees, where basically I scan your profiles, your business, and tell you, what you could improve for the results you want to have. And that's a great way for people to experience my work. That's also a way for me to see where people are at, what they're struggling with. It helps me create content, of course, but people get to experience you. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't turn into, of course, it's great if that person then goes on and actually work and pays for your service. But if they don't, that's fine. You're still nurturing your community. You're getting to know them. They're getting to experience your work, because you might come back 3, 4, 5 months, a year down the line. Remember, we're building businesses for longevity, right? We're not just here for quick wins and then that's it. Longevity, longevity. Just keep that in your mind. So create space for people to experience your work. It could be a mini workshop. It can be a 5-day challenge. I used to do those a lot, and I just think they worked so well, especially in the well-being industry. Like 5-day Pilates challenge, a 5-day. I had like a sugar one. What was it again? Like not a no sugar, but like a low sugar thingy. That one worked so well. People loved it. It was very simple. Every day I just gave you a tip to cut down on sugar and eat something else to replace it, with a 3-minute lesson of why. Like, that was such a great way for people to experience my work, my energy, and all the rest of it. So create spaces for people to experience your work. Okay. Give them an opportunity to see you. Content is also one of them. Long form content is also one of them, right? If you share 10 minutes, 15 minutes yoga classes on YouTube, people get to experience your work. That's also a way. A podcast is a little bit different, because I'm not really coaching as such. I'm not here giving you all the things I give to the people that actually pay me, but you get to see my to understand my philosophy, to see my experience, to get my energy, and you also get to see my knowledge, what I know, what I don't know, and my own results. So again, long form content are, I think, a great way for people to experience your work. Okay, tip number 3, share stories and testimonials and connect them back to your work. Testimonials are just the most powerful, even if it's like a screenshot, because that's a proof that your client that's ready to buy from you also want to see what other people that are in her position or in his position or in their position are getting from working with you, right? Because we can say all the things, but if someone just said, oh my God, I chatted, I'm just thinking about a recent client, Nicole. She just messaged me and said, oh my God, I finally listened to you, because at first she was having resistance about the change of content I was suggesting. So I listened to you, and can you believe I had 7 or 8 requests for people wanting to work with me? One post. I was like, of course. And that, I know that works. I do it. So I know that works, right? But it took her a little while, because she had a way of working. But once she did that, it worked. That's a really powerful testimonial for me to share. I can share the screenshot, and then I did a little audio and video around it, explaining what her work was and the resistance she had and how she moved through it. And now she did one post and she has 7 requests. That, you know what I mean? Share the testimonials, reconnect them back, and show your potential client that really wants to work with you, ready to work with you, that might still be on the fence, how this can work for her as well. Number 4, tell stories, not features. I think when we share our offers, we tend to, especially when you create your first offer, you want to deliver. You want to actually over deliver. You want people to know that you are going to give them a lot for the money they're putting in, that it is so worth it. And sometimes it comes from a place of scarcity, because we're nervous, we're scared, we're not going to sell enough. So we put all the things in there, which is fine. What we want to avoid doing is, when we share our offer, when we promote it, to just focus on, hey, come and join my offer. You're going to get 3 classes, 5 videos, and 6 blah, blah, blah. And then the bonuses are amazing. I'm going to give you recipes every day, or whatever it is. You want to shift that. Yeah, you'll share that very briefly once because people will go on the sales page and they'll see what's on there anyway. But you want to tell stories around that. You want to tell them what's in there for them. You know, this offer is the foundation. Now I'm going to talk to you about my next offer that I have. My next offer that I have, the practitioner's path to freedom and profit. So if I were to sell you this offer right now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a 5 month program, yes, and that we do this in month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. I might scan through that quickly, but I'll tell you the story around it, the transformation, that when you join, this is the foundational work that makes everything easier. This is what's going to help you reach 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pound months consistently. I am telling you what you're going to get. I'm going to tell you that you get so much more freedom and joy around creating content. But ultimately, the transformation you want from going from being a practitioner to a business owner that has income that comes in consistently, she can rely on her, that has the freedom and space to choose what classes she wants to teach, to choose how her day is, that freedom, that is what I'm going to tell you about, because that is what I've built it for. And that is your desire. I'm not going to sit here and tell you in month 1, we do this, we do that, because I'll tell you to click and you're going to read that, right? But if I go from the angle of, hey, when you join me in this program, not only your gut issues get resolved, but you have the tools forever to know what it is, because I work in a way where we investigate first. We get clear on what's happening. We then clean. If you have parasite, and that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you what you get out of it, not I'm giving you 5 classes and this and that, right? So again, it goes back to speaking to the desires and telling stories and really speaking to the transformation, because the transformation is what sells, not the not the features of your program. Okay, tip number 5, rotate your selling angles. So if you're always selling from a specific angle and you feel like you're just repeating yourself, brainstorm a little bit, like, okay, how can I talk about this offer? So if I'm just talking from the perspective of, okay, let's say I'm just thinking about a current client of mine. She is working on weight management and she targets, or rather she wants to help the women that are kind of like overachiever, work a lot, and they are running high on cortisol, adrenals on the verge of collapsing. So they can't lose weight because their body's holding on to it and the way they're eating, etc. So there are different angles you can come at this here, right? You can look at it from the nutrition angle, the cortisol angle, the stress angles. You can create, like, there's 5 different angles, the workout angle. So rotate your selling angles and the stories you're telling. Don't just focus on one thing. Look at it. Okay, how can I talk about this today? As a coach, for example, currently promoting my new offer, I can talk about my offer from the content perspective and how it's going to transform your content. I can talk about it from the identity perspective, how going through this program is going to really help you become that business person. I can talk about it from a result driven, right? That at the end, you'll have an offer design that is sellable, that you will get clear. You'll have a funnel. Like, I can go from that angle, but there are just so many different angles I can go from. The mindset shifts you're going to experience, the tech, the community building. So these are different aspects of the program, but I can use those different angles to talk to you about it. So make sure you do that. Now, tip number 6, when you sell your offers, and again, this is why it's important to step away from sharing too much the curriculum and to sharing just the curriculum and the features. You want to make sure you share the bigger mission in this. I don't sell coaching packages and coaching offers. I empower women to build the business that is going to support a life that feels expansive. a life that feels spacious, a life of freedom, freedom to choose what they do with their days, freedom to be there with their families, freedom to do as they please, freedom to grow their finances. This is what I sell. That is my mission. And I make sure everything I do that comes back in, everything I do, right? So make sure your offers, your programs are anchored in your mission, in a bigger mission, what it is behind it, what it is that you're really truly selling here, right? Have a little think about it and make sure that drives you and that comes back really often in your messaging. Tip number 7, last one but not least, use invitation, not instruction. Now, sometimes we'll instruct, at the end of like an email, click here to do this. But overall, in general, and it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of this, of our conversation, is invite people. People want to feel invited, right? As opposed to, okay, do that, click there. Yes, there's space for that. But when we invite people as opposed to rushing them into something, we give them agency. We honor that, right? We're not here like telling them you got to do this or now. We honor the fact that they have the space, the power to choose to check it out, and they feel respected. So there's a fine line there. Again, there's a space for saying, hey, click this button to reach da da da. But when we selling offers, make sure you're inviting people in. When you're ready, if this is for you, if you're ready to build a business that is sustainable with ease, with someone who's done it before, if you want to be taking August off in a few months, in a few years, if you want slow mornings, I invite you into this experience, because here is how we're going to build a foundation for all of that. That's an invitation. Okay. And you do it with your heart. You do it as you feel it. Again, that's why it is so important for you to stand behind your offer, to have a bigger mission in your offer, to be obsessed with it yourself. Like, I never want to put out something that I'm like, ooh, is this? Sometimes I might have a doubt, and actually when I have a doubt, it really shows in the sales, I find it. And times I'm like, no, this shit is good. If people like it, great. If they don't, I'm like, I know this is good. It's good. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But more importantly, it's gotten results to other people. So I know it's good, right? It's me that probably has to work on how I sell it, how I market it, the pricing, everything else. But stand behind your offer, share it with love, get that mission out there. Be passionate about it, and always share from your heart. Selling doesn't have to be oh my God, I've got to get out there and just sell this thing. Okay, who can I invite into it? Like, who can I share my offer with? Who do I think would benefit? Of course, we got internet, we share with everybody. But if you know people, you're like, oh my God, I've connected with this person recently. This will be perfect. Invite them. What can happen? They're like, yes, I'm in, or no, I'm not interested. And that is fine, no hard feelings. But if you don't invite people, how would they know? If you don't share from your heart, people won't connect. People feel frequency. We fucking feel that shit, right? So share with the good energy, share with love, You are needed. Your work is needed. There's someone out there needing you to get that offer out, to sell it again, to share it because they need it. Your job is to learn how to speak to them, where to find them, and then you go all in. Can you tell I'm passionate about it? I love it. I think we're doing important work. All of us, everybody that is a creative. We as humans are born to create, to share our skills, our God-given skills, to share experience, to elevate others. So let's do it. Let's do it in a way that feels good. All right. Now, the program that I have that I want to share with you, the Practitioner's Path to Freedom and Profit. The link is going to be in the show notes. This is for the practitioner that wants freedom, not just clients. It's 5 months mentorship with me. I'm going to help you create and sell your digital offers or improve them if you already have them, because the goal here is to support your purpose, to grow your income, and to give you the freedom to live life on your terms. The link is in the show notes, and I love you so much. If you love this episode, share with friends. Come and let me know in my DMs. Leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. So much love.